Hey, what's going on? This is Greg Rollett, and welcome to this first video where we are going to be breaking down the Ambitious Video Planner. So make sure that you have one of these. If you don't, you can get yours by going to theambitiousplanner.com. We've shipped out more than 5,000 of these video planners to ambitious entrepreneurs, business owners all over the world. And inside has 52 of these prompts of the day, and then 52 of these, the outline that we use for our videos. And so what I'm going to do is every single week, we're going to jump on and we're going to talk through some of the prompts in the Ambitious Video Planner and help you to understand, well, how do I fill this out? How do I use this prompt for my business? Or, hey, that doesn't sound like it's something that I could create for my business or for my industry, or I'm a financial advisor. How would I use this? Or I'm a business coach. How would I use this? And so what we're going to do is we're going to start breaking these down every single week for you guys. And so today we are starting with prompt numero uno. That means one for my friends out there. So if you have your Ambitious Video Planner, make sure you grab it out. If you don't need it. You can just follow along with this. So we're going to open this up and we're going to go to the very first prompt in this, which is one of my favorites. And so the prompt that we are going with here is, what's the biggest lesson a coach or mentor has shared with you that you want to pass on and pay it forward? So the first thing that we want to do with this is we want to think about the big idea. So I'm going to go over to the iPad and draw some stuff out for you guys. So again, we want to start with the big idea. So with the big idea on this, we're thinking about what is the biggest lesson that a coach, mentor, someone has shared with us. So this could be directly related to your industry. So if you're a business coach, what has another business coach shared with you? If, like in my case, if there's something from the video side or from the marketing side, what's something that someone has shared with me? If you're a financial advisor, maybe that's a piece of investment advice that your first mentor in the business shared with you, or it was something that you got from a book that you read. So we're looking for that big lesson that we can share. And we want to figure out what that lesson is that people actually care about, right? Like, it's got to be a big idea, a big lesson, something important that you can latch onto and that your audience wants to know about. So, so what is the number one lesson from mentor or coach? So I want you guys to think about this. If you're watching this live, what is the biggest lesson that a mentor or coach has taught you, right? If you're watching this live, throw it into the chat. I want to see what that lesson is, and we can dig into that. If you're watching this later on YouTube, Facebook, something like that, drop a comment with the biggest lesson from one of your mentors or coaches, because everything starts with the idea. It's easy to fill this stuff in after the fact. Like, once we have this big idea, we can fill in the blanks rather quickly, but we need to know what this big lesson is. And my main man, Todd Brown here, who I learned everything about big ideas from. And so make sure you follow Todd. And when we think about this, look back at some of the lessons that made a real significant difference in your life. Something that was profound, not just like a cool quote and you're saying it because you think that it's cool, but something that is actually profound, something that you like hit you right in the gut. Because if it hit you in the gut, guess what? It's going to it's going to hit your audience right in the gut. And that's a big thing. You want to make sure that when you are creating videos, you're creating something that hits the audience right in the gut, or else guess what they're going to do? They're going to scroll right past you. So I really want you to think about what that is, what that gut punch is of advice that you got. And so I'm going to write down what mine is. So mine here, and it was something from David Ogilvy. Ogilvy, I can't spell. So this isn't a spelling test from David Ogilvy. And it was, you can't save souls in an empty church. This one was big because I know that I'm on a mission to help a lot of people. You're probably on a mission to help a bunch of people. You want to do some incredible things in your business. You have products that you know can really help people. You have a service that is revolutionary. Like, we all have these incredible things. But the problem for a lot of this stuff is that you don't necessarily know or you don't have anybody to do this stuff for. You don't have anyone to go out and do these things that you're talking about for. And this hit me like a gut punch. It's like, I've always had these amazing programs. I've always had these amazing products. I've always had these amazing services, but I'm like shouting from the top of the mountaintop and there's no one that is listening. And that's a huge problem. So I really want you to think about this in, how do I get back to my iPad here now? So I'm like going, so there we go. So I want you to write down that big idea that you have, all right? So the next part in the video planner, as we go through this, is now we want 3 supporting points for the video planner. So I gotta get the picture here rolling. And it's not happening today. Just, that's just my day. It's how it's working out today. So what we want now is we want 3 supporting points for our video. Not 100 things, not a script, not a 17-minute video. This is quick, they're short, they're snackables, right? So we want point 1, point 2, point 3. And now these should support the idea for our video. So for mine, it's you can't save souls in an empty church. For you, maybe it's an investing strategy or something that you learned about how to sell homes faster or something that you learned about dating and relationships. So you want to now have 3 supporting points. So my first point that comes to this is I'm going to tell the story of when I got this advice. So I'm going to tell the story of how I was reading this book by David Ogilvy, Ogilvy on Advertising. And I read this quote that said, you can't save souls in an empty church. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. So I'm going to tell this story, right? But it's not just about me. It's got to be about the audience too, and what the audience can get out of this video. So I'm going to make a transition to audience because they have the same problem. So as I'm telling you this advice, that I heard this advice and it was like a ton of bricks hit me, that I was like, this is why I'm not being successful, is because I'm spending more time on the this and the that. And I bet you are having that same problem too. I bet that you are having issues in your business doing the things that you need to do because you're trying to save souls in an empty church. You're preaching and nobody is listening, right? So now I'm making the transition and I'm making it about the audience. Now, the third point that I'm going to do, that I'm going to bring it back to here, is that we don't want that coming up. The third point that we're going to bring it up to here is I'm going to do an action step. And so if you want to stop saving souls in an empty church and you want to start filling that church up, well, what I want you to do today is I want you to do one thing that promotes your business. All right, I just want you to do one. So now this is how I would break down this video. Again, this is how I would do it. You might do it a little bit differently. Again, your marketplace is a little different, but I'm going to start with a quick story of how I learned this lesson. How did I learn this lesson that a coach or mentor taught me? Then I'm going to transition it to the audience because the video has to be about them. Even though it's you on camera, it's your face, it's all of that stuff, it has to be about the audience or else they don't care. Right? Like, why would I watch a video just about Greg and Greg's stories and all this? The audience cares about themselves. And how does this advice relate to me? How is this going to make me better? How is this going to make me wealthier? How is this going to make me make more sales? How is this going to help me get a date? How is this going to help me to lose weight? So you always have to have the focus of the audience in your videos, in the forefront of your marketing. It's about the audience. It's not about you. Now, it might have started with a quick story about you, but quickly transition. So that's what we're doing there in step 2. And then step 3, now I'm going to actually genuinely help the audience. I'm going to give them an action step that they can take. I'm going to say, you know what? If you want, or you are ready to stop having that empty church, if you are ready to, step up, well, here's something that you can do today. I want you to spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes doing something that promotes your business. That could be jumping live on Facebook. That could be sending an email out to all of your prospects. That could be calling somebody who, was on your mailing list or was a prospect in your business that you didn't close, and you're just going to give them a call. You're going to shoot them a text, like do something. And so I'm actually genuinely going to help them by actually helping them. And then the final step in this entire process in the video planner is we always have a call to action. So here is something that I have to talk about just for a second, is that video, like getting somebody to watch a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute video on social media is difficult. I don't want you to underestimate that task. And if somebody genuinely makes it to the end of your video, they watch all 2 minutes of your rant, right? All 2 minutes of advice that you're giving. Don't let them just get the next, I'm guilty of this the last couple of days. Somehow I clicked and started watching a viral video on Facebook. And I never really watch these, like these prank videos. And now every time I'm watching a video from like my main man, Todd Brown, like as soon as it ends, and like this viral, like these prank videos just start playing. Well, that's happening on your videos too. So when you have a video on Facebook or YouTube, they suggest other videos. What you want to happen is if you help someone, you got them to focus on you, you got them to pay attention to your video, well, you want them to take some kind of action. So we always want to have a call to action in our video. So hey, if you liked this video, here's what I want you to do next. You know what? If you like this video, I got something that you're absolutely going to love. It's my brand new, it's my brand new report. It's my brand new, webinar or training. It's some kind of a video. Maybe it's a cheat sheet. For some of you guys like financial advisors, this could be like going straight into some kind of a call or a consultation. It could be like that first appointment, but we always want to have that call to action. Now, in the case of like my video, so if I'm outlining this again for me using the video planner, my call to action is going to be centered usually around the video planner. If you guys have seen a lot of my videos, they end with, hey guys, if you like this video and you no longer want to have that empty church that you're preaching to, a great way to do that is through video. And I would love to get a copy of the Ambitious Video Planner into your hands. It's only $10 and we'll ship it anywhere. Just go to theambitiousplanner.com. Hope you enjoyed this video. Grab your planner and I'll talk to you real soon. That's as simple as the call to action needs to be, but you always have to have that. And it's a quick 1-2 sentence thing. It's not a 5-minute pitch. This isn't your webinar. This isn't your VSL. This isn't your VOD as we've been teaching in our Perfect Campaign class. This is just a quick, hey, if you like this video, you're going to like this. So kind of the formula for this is, hey, if you like this video, you'll like this. And then what you want to do is you want to have like a URL or something for them to go to. Just go to, workwithtodd.com. Just go to workwithjames.com, whatever the case is, send them to a URL. Then when you post the video on social media, you're also going to have that URL in the post description so that people can just click on it and go right to your site. So that is it. That's how we break down this first video here in the video planner. The biggest lesson that a coach or mentor has shared with you that you want to pass on and pay forward. We broke it down. We found the big idea that we want the video to be about. We found the one piece of advice that was a gut punch to you. We had 3 supporting points that are going to now be the meat of our video. And then we have a strong call to action to get people to take the next step. That is how you outline a video. That's the first video in the video planner. And if you don't have one of these guys, look, it's $10. I'll ship it to you anywhere in the world for just $10, so you don't have to be in the US. Let's go over on this side. Ambitious Video Planner. Grab your copy at theambitiousplanner.com. It's $10. We mail you out a physical version, and you also get a PDF version as well. If you guys enjoyed this, drop a thumbs up, drop a heart, drop a something. We really appreciate you guys watching this video here today, and I will talk to you guys real soon.